And now RV Dream, tips and tricks.
So Kenny, the question is, when I come to an RV park, I want to plug in. Plug in means I put the electricity on and all that other stuff. Now I've got this hose that dumps the water and the toilet. This black water and gray water, two different tanks, right?
That's correct. There's two valves. You've got the gray water, which is your sinks and shower, and the black water, which is your toilet.
Okay.
But the misconception is people believe they should leave the valves open at all times, and that is the wrong thing to do, especially with the black water, which they call, which is the toilet. So you keep the valves closed till your tanks are full, then you open them and you get that force of all the sewage and water flushing out. Of course, you should do the black first, then the gray water behind it to help clean out your hose for you. And that's the proper etiquette of RVing.
Keep them both closed.
That's correct.
That's the best way. At least if you don't keep the gray water closed, always keep the black water closed.
That's correct. The black isn't mandatory, but you really should keep them both closed.
And then every few days, then you'll go out and pull it, and you'll go through the process of putting new filters and so on in your toilet stool.
Well, you put the new drops or the liquid stuff into the toilet, yes.
Right.
But I understand why people leave the gray water open, especially if there's a whole family. The tanks fill up fast. But
if you're taking showers.
Yes.
Yeah.
But the problem is the sewer gases come up from the sewer, up through your holding tanks and out your vents on your roof of your trailer or motorhome, and you don't notice it, but the people 2 or 3 down from you, downwind, are getting the smell of the sewer. That's why it's essential that you keep your valves closed to keep the gases in the sewer, what they're meant to be. Like at home, you have sewer traps on everything at home. RVs don't have that. So it's important you keep the valves closed.
Right. The other thing is that when, particularly with rental RVs, they come in and they just have a basic hose.
That's correct.
And they try to put that hose down. It doesn't always stay, and it's kind of it's a dangerous situation because...
Well, it could be, yes, when you pull them valves and all that force comes out, it could pull out. But more back to the smell again, as far as the fumes and gases coming from the sewer, that's why it's essential you have a hose here and these screwed into the ground so it's airtight.
Right.
A lot of people just stick the hose right in the hole and put a rock over it. That's not the proper way.
That's an elbow, and you can get that at any RV store, but we get it here at the hardware
Ace
store.
Hardware. I mean, this is one brand. There's 4 or 5 different brands, but it's the same thing.
And it just
all
hooks
should
on
be
the end of
airtight.
it hooks on the end of your hose.
That's cool.
And then
correct.
it screws in there,
Screws
and now
in.
you're more secure.
Right.
Than you would
Some fit in, they don't screw in, they just kind of fit in. There's like a neoprene ring around it that kind of makes it snug. And the point is to keep the gases where they belong, in the sewer, not, And like I said, the person that's causing the problem doesn't usually smell it. It's the people down a few sites.
Right. So it's a good thing to do to be courteous to your other fellow RVers,
that's the whole
too.
idea.
Especially here at Pillar Point RV Park, where we have such a nice smell of the ocean.
Yeah.
Having that other smell come in is kind of, it's definitely sacrilegious, is what it is, not to do that.
It's a learning curve for everybody.
Great. So black water absolutely stays closed.
Oh, yeah.
Gray water should too. And then you just dump every once in a while.
Yeah.
Always
It
dump
takes
your
a minute
black.
to pull the valve.
Always dump your black tanks first, and then your gray water will wash it out after that.
That's correct.
Great. Thanks, Kenny.
All right, Bob.